Hey, Mike here, playing Minecraft again. This time playing around with carpet in 1.6. Some of these you may already know. If not, some of these you can learn from. Right on, here we go. Carpet's very thin. It's about 1/8 of a block. It doesn't look like 1/8, does it? It looks a lot smaller. It actually looks like 1/16 of a block. I think it's 1/16. It's very thin. You don't even tell that it's there. Carpet will adapt whatever the texture is underneath it will be your footprint sound effect. So if you have wood underneath the carpet, you'll be a clonk, clonk, clonk. So tables, you still can't put anything on the carpet, but at least it looks nice. This is a good way to make tables that don't, push buttons when you walk next to them, like opening your fridge. You put them on top of the crafting bench. There's an anvil. It kind of looks like a pedestal. There's a hopper. You can still access the hopper. You can toss stuff into the hopper, and it will work. Chests work. So these are not solid objects, or they're like half slabs. Put it on glass, so you can make nice glass coffee tables. And they do require to have a block underneath them, a carpet block underneath them, in order to stay floating. If you were to turn on this piston, the carpet will stay up, but if you remove the block underneath it and then turn on the piston, it destroys the carpet piece. So you've got to have one there for it to collect on. So I guess you could make a hidden door if you had a. I'm actually not sure if you were to put a block there. Oh yeah, there we go. So yeah, I guess you could have carpet. That's pretty smart. Have carpet in the wall, but then of course you'll see the sticky piston, which is pointless. They'll sit on half slabs at the height of the next block. I guess you can make tables that way too. You can put them on cactus. They will not break apart cactus when you put them next to one or put them above or whatever. And you can stack them up around cactus and walk on them without getting hurt. You can put them on stairs and they look like little, like a, I don't know, slot machine or a booth or something. You can put them on fences, of course. If you put them on netherrack that's on fire, it'll put the fire out because the carpet takes place of the flame. You can put them over top of train tracks, and they will actually sit on top of minecarts. So it's a great way to hide a minecart track just one level down. Yeah, and apparently you can access boxes too. I don't know. No, you can't. The only way you can access the box is if you get underneath the box, underneath the carpet to access it. Otherwise, the box just kind of goes through the ground. Another fun thing is you can sit in the minecart and have it going around. You won't suffocate. So it's a cool way of getting around, I guess. You put them on glass, another, glass coffee table, iron table, just one iron cross, and then, piece by itself, and then a thing. You can put them on top of torches. I don't think they pass a signal because you can't put redstone on top of it. You can put them on doors. You can put them on switches, above switches, and buttons. You can put them on top of dispensers and have a dispenser right underneath it, so when you step on something, it just pops out of the ground. Maybe I haven't actually tried let me just try that right now. If you put arrows in here, if it will fire the arrow out of the ground and hit you with it. Ha! Great. So a hidden dispenser that fires an arrow up and hits you in the back. Clunk. Yeah, sweet. You can put them on top of plants. They'll sit on top of plants. It'll prevent the plant from growing. You can put them on top of gardens, they let light through, so that's a great way to have a little hidden garden. You can put them on top of doors, fence posts. I suppose that's another type of table you can make if you open it this way. You can put them on top of pressure plates. If you put them on top of a beacon, the beacon shoots right through it like it was glass. So that's a cool way to maybe use carpets as your ceiling. I'm not sure how you would do that. Carpets let light through, so they will light sensor will go unaffected, as will putting a light block. Carpets do not sit on top of picture frames. They do not sit on top of pictures. They do sit on top of vines and signs and ladders. So you could create an obstacle course with really thin platforms to go around instead of your ladders. Maybe have ladders underneath, and then after you climb, you end up coming back on top of the ladders. Pretty cool. You can put them on top of sign posts like this, so you can have these little obstacle course, or like a map on the floor. What else? This is an airplane out of a dispenser, some wood, some poles, and here's an aircraft carrier. Just messing around with them, you know. Next up, you can put them on top of beds. You can still use the bed, so they're a great way to just, you know, maximize your floor space. They will take the places of snow. It's kind of a neat, yeah, it's 1/16th, not 1/8. It's kind of a neat texture. Looks like a pimple or something. You can put them on top of those things and spider webs. You won't get hit by the spider web. Fun thing here. There's the same sound effect, except it doesn't slow you down. However, on ice, you will slide as if you are on ice, but you are on carpet. So you can hide ice underneath your floor and make your carpet all slippery, like maybe like somebody just, you know, came out of the shower and it's all squishy. I guess you could do it with that one. Make it go squish squish. Redstone blocks. The particles will still activate when you walk on it, so you can make your, I don't know, hot foot, I guess. You can put them on liquids like water. All you gotta do is put a block next to the water, or you know, on top of the water first, and then you build it off of placing it next to an item that's already there. So you can create your own custom lily pads, colored lily pads. If you put them on top of an end portal, it will block the particles. I don't know how you pronounce his name, Muscatard or something. I'll put a link in the description. He found this on Reddit. He said a nice shelving, but you can't put blocks on it. However, if you use an item frame, which I noticed just messing around, you can put blocks on it. So there's a working shelf with item frames. Here's something, Seth Bling, of course, who else, made a combination lock using carpets, because you can drop stuff through a carpet into a hopper. And this thing basically, I'll have to go over this in another video, I guess. Well, I'll try for a minute here. So the hopper goes through. The item detects one item. The item comparator detects one item in there, which turns the torch off. And this torch turns off. This torch turns off, which then turns off this line, which turns on this torch. Or this line, which turns off this torch, which disables the piston. And because this torch is off, it deactivates this little timer, which then turns off the signal here, which is blocking the items from falling through the hoppers, causing them to unload themselves. The other squares are also hooked up to hoppers, except putting items in them won't do anything. And I seem to have messed something up because it's not working. There it is. Thank you for watching, and you have yourselves a great day.